Maryland. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll run here with a rookie. Down the left sideline. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Steps away to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing is Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
To throw is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got the connection to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, 32 yards. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Montez Sweat with the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Carroll. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Sennett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carroll. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, check that, street.
Daniels looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To throw, Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Warriors 70. Check out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Come on. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To the air, Williams. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 19 Lions.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Williams. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll field this at the 5. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carroll. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, check that.
On 3rd down, it's Carroll. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They go play action. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Swift. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0.
Commanders, nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are back within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The slot man in motion right. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Carroll. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Bring it. Here we go. Check. Check smash. Check smash.
On 3rd down. It's Carroll. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Carroll. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air goes Daniels. Throw left side, complete. That's Carroll. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Set up. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Big Lion. Cut.
Daniels going to throw for it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Go.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man down the field. That's Odunze. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Chicago.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Panther.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. Here we go. 18. Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go now. Tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 71 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well. That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll run right here with Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it?